The cinematic infighting that has consumed the White House in recent days was pushed into public view on Thursday, exposing the West Wing as the political equivalent of a New York-accented reality television show that runs on a raucous mix of drama, machismo and suspicion. The new communications director, Anthony Scaramucci, a flashy New York financier who brags that he and Trump started out as friends, has been trying to oust White House Chief of Staff Reince Priebus in a foul-mouthed campaign fueled by months of brewing animus. Scaramucci accused Priebus of leaking to the media about behind-the-scenes maneuverings and his own personal finances, but his broader intent is to purge senior advisors and low-level staffers who he suspects are not adequately loyal to President Trump. In an interview with The New Yorker published Thursday, Scaramucci called Priebus a fucking paranoid schizophrenic, a paranoiac, and claimed that the former Republican Party chairman will be asked to resign very shortly, in a sweep that he warned could eventually involve much of the staff. The New Yorker interview gave voice to the profane intensity of the warring West Wing factions that has defined much of Trump's early administration, but the level of candor and raging frustration Scaramucci expressed yet again stunned a Washington political class that has become increasingly inured to the unorthodoxy of this White House. At one point in the interview, Scaramucci switched to speaking in the third person while trying to make his mission clear. White House Chief of Staff Reince Priebus, left, and White House Communications Director Anthony Scaramucci, Getty Images, Jabin Botsford, The Washington Post. Okay, the mooch showed up a week ago, he said. This is going to get cleaned up very shortly. Okay, Scaramucci's anger toward Priebus was burning long before he joined the White House this week. After the election, he sold his company, investment fund Skybridge Capital, in preparation for a job in the White House, only to be blocked by Priebus. Scaramucci was later shuffled into a position at the Export-Import Bank, where he plotted his next move. Last week, Trump surprised Priebus, chief strategist Stephen K. Bannon and others by announcing that Scaramucci would become the next White House communications director, news that prompted Press Secretary Sean Spicer, Priebus's closest ally, to resign. Priebus is considered an establishment figure in a sea of non-traditional White House staffers, and he has long faced criticism from some of Trump's staunchest allies who view him as ill-prepared for the job and too concerned about his own reputation. But the attacks that had been quietly waged against him for months in behind-the-scenes trash talk are now being spoken aloud by Scaramucci, who claims he has the president's blessing to do so. In the expletive-filled interview with The New Yorker, Scaramucci presented himself as someone who is fully dedicated to the president. He accused Bannon of trying to build his own brand off the fucking strength of the president. And Scaramucci angrily lashed out at Priebus for blocking him from the White House for 6 months and accused him of leaking the details of a Wednesday night dinner with Fox News personality Sean Hannity at the White House to a reporter. What I want to do is I want to fucking kill all the leakers, and I want to get the president's agenda on track so we can succeed for the American people. Scaramucci said. After the article was published, Scaramucci sought to shrug off the controversy with a tweet, I sometimes use colorful language. I will refrain in this.